Guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. It's great always bringing a host on, guys. You already know I always like interacting with different individuals, especially individuals that are actually in the same industry that I'm actually a part of. So and again, guys, like I said, I appreciate every single subscriber that's actually on my channel that's been watching it. You guys been liking the videos, commenting on the videos as well. I very much appreciate, guys. So guys, we got a special treat for you in the house today. Like I said, we got the man, the myth, the legend here in Miami. So guys, he's actually visiting out from California. What is quite phenomenal is, like I said, I actually met this individual through my YouTube channel, and now we're actually doing business together, guys. So guys, good friend of mine named George, whatnot. So he's actually, so the video for today, guys, is actually going to be about Age Corporations and what the truth is about Age Corporation, guys, right? So I'm just gonna ask him a few questions, and he's actually just gonna give me a little bit of background. Why he decided to, get into the whole Age Corporations business funding, and then we'll get into the questions after that. So, my man George, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? Good.
My pleasure, man.
Good,
Thank
good?
you. Having a good time in Miami,
Yes,
man.
yeah, I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it. I appreciate
the
that. I've been a
invitation.
good host too.
Really appreciate it, man. Now, let's actually get right into it. So, we wanted to make this whole video, just to talk about Age Corporations, right? So, when it comes to Age Corporations, a lot of people, they have questions. They hear, all kind of different things, but they do know that, there's some kind of usage for Age Corporations, right? Now, the way that we actually implement, Age Corporations on our businesses is, let's say we have a client that has, good personal credit, and they actually, want to get some funding. Now, remember, if you get personal credit and you go ahead and you use that funding, once it reports to the credit bureaus that you use that limit, it's actually going to lower your score, right? That's why we go about getting business funding, because you can go ahead, utilize, let's say you have a line of credit, you have a business credit card, you can utilize all of it, and it's not going to affect your personal utilization. That way you can keep a high credit score, right? Now, when it comes to Age Corporations, one of the requirements that most lenders have is that they want to see that you have been in business for a certain amount of times, right? We have lenders like Goldman Sachs. If you have been in business, let's say for less than 6 months to a year, they will not extend your credit sometimes, right? So now with Age Corporations, we can go ahead and, let's say, acquire a company that was formed 5, 10, 15 years ago, that the company sometimes didn't have any activity. Maybe they didn't report it, taxes or anything like that, because they actually were not in operation, but the business is still formed, right? The company, sometimes it's active, sometimes we actually have to reinstate it, pay fees and things like that. But we can go ahead and acquire that company for the client. And since the client already have a good personal credit score, we can go ahead and get in some business funding, right? Now, the reason why we have business funding is because, a lot of our clients, they come to us, let's say they have bad credit, they might have late payments, collections, bankruptcies, and things like that. After we fix their credit, we can go ahead and help them, with business funding.
Sure.
And then we also have, different businesses that we can set up for them, right? So now we took a client that had bad credit, we set them up with a business, and we also created another stream of income for them,
true.
right? So it's a whole process that I will say we have down to a science. But like I said, we wanted to make this video because, when it comes to Age Corporations, people have questions, right? And it's no different than you setting up, your own LLC or corporation. You still need to have a, business address is recommended. You should have a business phone number. You should also have, a registered agent for your company, and a lot of different things that really go into the setup of the company. That way, when you present it to the lender, you're actually going to be approved for funding. What we do with most of our clients, we usually set up a Zoom call so we can go over all of these requirements if they're interested in purchasing an Age Corporation, and then we can help them get funding.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And like I said, you could not have said it any better, George. And one of the main reasons why we usually do Zoom calls, because especially this sort of industry and business that we're actually doing, we want to be extremely transparent as humanly possible. And it gets, we want to make sure that we're giving clients, that extreme transparency. Like I said, in terms of because like I said, it's pertinent information. We're dealing with people's social and stuff like that, and personal information. So
Yes.
we wanna have that have them be comfortable enough to go about giving us that information, stuff like that. So I'm actually gonna hit you with another question, George. So I know that you were saying, definitely with Age Corporations that they they that majority of the H corporations need to not be in a high risk industry, because you already know high risk industries are not going to get qualified for the funding that they need with the banks, and then we want to have low risk names and stuff like that. So what would you say are some of the names that, if you're setting up an H corporation, that you want to go about avoiding? Like, what are
Yeah,
some
so definitely you want to stay away from any high risk names. We're talking about, real estate, we're talking about construction, we're talking about, businesses that handle a lot of cash and things like that, right?
Sure.
And these are usually questions that they actually ask you when you're trying to get funding.
Yes.
So they do that for a reason, right? Like I said, they consider these businesses high risk and you want to stay away from them.
Yeah.
It also goes back to the SIC code, the NAICS codes,
That's true.
and we make sure that when we're setting up these companies for our clients, we're taking that into account as well. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And hit you with one more last question, George. So, so basically, you want to have a good setup for the H corporation. Perfect. You want to have low risk names. You want to stay away from the high risk names like real estate, trucking, anything construction and stuff like that. So in terms of H corporations, with clients looking to get funding for that, what would you say is the easiest process, like in terms of how long does it take to get them funding and stuff like that? Yeah, the main question: how long does it usually take with the
Yeah, usually it's going to depend, but most of the time we get approvals within a couple weeks. Depending on the lender, if the lender wants to see any additional verification documentation, sometimes they want to actually verify with the applicant if it was them. If there are any discrepancies on their credit file, like addresses, phone numbers, things like that, right? Especially right now, in this day and age, it's a lot of fraud going on. It's a lot of people using other people's information.
So true.
So they want to make sure that it's actually you, but after that you should be good to go. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So guys, like I said, you could not have heard it better from the guys that are actually really doing the work out here, so we're really getting people the H corporation that they need, doing the proper setup, making sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are actually dotted, because at the end of the day, when you purchase these sort of businesses, you're purchasing something that has no sort of tax liens. These are clean as a whistle. You can even verify them on the Secretary of State that it were actually originated from. So now you have a peace of mind when you're actually buying these H corporations, guys. So guys, like I said, I'm going to drop my links below: Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube channel as well, my website, prestigeservicesgroup.com, where you can actually get some more information. We can hop on a call, same way like I'm doing actually with my good friend right now, George. We're actually on a Zoom call where we do Zoom calls and stuff like that. You can get that same ability, because like I said, that's the only way that we do business. We don't do business over the telephone, because especially business like this, you want to be able to see the person and know who you are working with, right, guys? So guys, I appreciate George for you hopping on the channel.
My pleasure.
At any point in time. So guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat on my channel. And guys, Prestige Services Group, live the life you deserve.
Okay. All right. Cool.